Holiday. Durant for three. Comes up with an air ball with 0.3 of a second remaining. The Milwaukee Bucks with the 113-111 lead.
And that's just fatigue right there. You got to admire Durant going for the win. Had the smaller defender on him, Holiday, who got into his space. Durant asked to do so much, as you said, Marv. 53 minutes, 48 points. Coming.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Happy Father's Day, first and foremost. So all the good fathers out there.
All the present, all the male figures.
Yeah. Not the deadbeats, not yet.
Kick rocks.
Out of bounds on a Sunday, Father's Day. I'm in a good mood today, man.
Yeah. It's a lot going on.
There's gonna be a lot of basketball today. There's a lot of stuff that we need to cover.
Yeah, for a fact. So if you're looking for football, I don't even know what sport that is.
Not today.
No, not today.
So as usual, go ahead, get your drinks together, please. I know it's only 12 o'clock, but it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Get your drinks together. It's Father's Day. You deserve a drink.
God damn it.
Get your drinks, get your smokes, get your nice Mary Jane.
Yeah.
Mid-grade. I mean, today we might accept mid-grade today.
Yeah.
Just because it's Father's Day. So.
It's late in the morning, you know what I'm saying? So, gotta get ready for that verse in the month.
We're gonna talk about the bubble effect. I got some stuff about the bubble and how that is really affecting the overall NBA.
It's a thing.
It's a thing. People don't want to say it's a thing, but it's a thing. We definitely gonna talk about the playoffs.
Yes.
Nets got eliminated last night. We're gonna talk about that. Western Conference Finals tonight.
Today.
Today. Eastern Conference Game 7 between the Hawks and the Sixers. It's a lot going on today. Utah Jazz get eliminated. The Jazz are always going to be the fucking Jazz. Jeez.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about it. Out of bounds, Rocko Mannington. Has in the building.
Yes.
Yeah, first and foremost, happy Father's Day to you, my brother.
Likewise,
obviously,
likewise.
we're both parents. Happy Father's Day to all the good fathers, the expectant fathers, the stepfathers. It takes a lot to be a father. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that anybody could tell you, any of the good ones could tell you that. Deadbeats is not your day today. Okay, this has nothing to do with you. All right.
Don't be posting on the gram.
But they're gonna cap today.
Oh yeah.
This is where the deadbeats.
Big cap.
Big cap. This is where the deadbeats. Big cap.
Big cap. It's a day that they sides find out that they got kids.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Right.
Besides all you capping ass deadbeat fathers out there, shout out to everybody else though, for real. Grandfathers, uncles, everybody. This is your day. Enjoy it. Drink if you want to drink. Smoke if you want to smoke. Enjoy your day. But we here though. I just felt like I wanted to do something for Father's Day. I kind of want to just keep in theme with the show going on a regular basis.
Right. Season 2.
So we got a lot to talk about today.
Yes.
First and foremost, I didn't know where I was gonna go today to start the show. I'll be honest with you. I sent you the list of the show beforehand. Didn't know where I wanted to start the show. But let's start. Let's start. I'm trying not to be petty. Okay, I really am. I'm trying not to be petty.
Y'all asked for this.
I'm trying not to be petty. Okay,
y'all did this. I'm just saying.
I'm trying not to be petty, but we're gonna talk about Nets and Bucks game 7 last night. It was a good game.
Very
It
good
was
game.
a great game, great performances last night by Kevin Durant and Giannis.
I want to just also throw Kenny Middleton into.
Yeah.
He hit some big shots.
Yeah. Yes.
So, them three, they definitely put on.
It was a great game. The atmosphere was pretty. I mean, the atmosphere is always great for a game 7, no matter where you at. Kevin Durant had 48.
Yeah.
Right, 48 points.
Yeah, man.
Last night in a losing effort, he did hit
overtime
the shot to send the game to overtime. Literally a shoe, maybe like a I don't know, what do you call, like his foot, maybe like a smaller shoe size, and they would have been a 3.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
If he wore size 8,
yeah, it would have been a 3.
Yeah.
But he just missed the 3-point shot by that much.
Mhm.
Sent them to overtime, where the Bucks pulled the game, and they're off to the Eastern Conference Finals. Now, I was gonna be petty.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the criticism is just not the same from what it would be if it was you know who.
You're right.
Let's be frank. I just want to point that out. And I'm just here to point out the obvious the obvious bias in everybody's opinion,
yes.
when it comes to LeBron. That's it. That's all I want to do. That's all I want to provide, but the talk would have been different last night down the stretch. Last play of the game.
Yes.
Kevin Durant shot an air ball.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's terrible.
All right. Shot an air ball. All I'm saying is, played a great game, everything like that. I've seen witnessed personally, people attack LeBron for having this tremendous game.
Mm-hmm.
And missed the last shot of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what everyone talks about. It's on ESPN, it's on
Fox
the blogs,
Sports.
It's on Fox Sports. There's memes about it.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron's a bitch, LeBron's crying, this and that, LeBron's not clutch, all this shit.
All
right?
type of slander.
Today I wake up to, man, Kevin Durant played a great game. He just couldn't do it in the end. He just needed more points.
Positive.
He just needed more points. And then now I'm hearing people blame. Now also then they point the blame to Joe Harris. Now they want to blame Joe Harris because Joe Harris is part of the the big unit, the big 3,
Yeah,
the big championship team. Joe Harris,
he fills the void.
Yeah. So
supposedly
a lot of blame his way this morning, and I'm just perplexed. I just don't. I mean, I get it. Trust me, I get it, and I'm gonna say what nobody else wants to say. Okay, and then everybody thinks I'm hating or whatever. And yeah, I'm hating. I don't care. I am hating. I'm hating, but I speak the truth. Okay, it's truthful hate. All right,
it's a big difference.
Okay, you don't care who wins the championship. None of you out there care who wins the championship. All you care is that LeBron didn't win it.
Facts.
That's all you care about.
That's facts.
That's all you care about.
That's
nobody cares about, and I promise you this, nobody cares about who wins the championship this year. The only thing you care about is that LeBron didn't win it.
Mm-hmm.
You either care that he did or you care that he didn't. Those are the only two things. It's the only two things. You don't care about who won the championship because I'm seeing Knicks fans root for Kevin Durant,
right?
And I'm like, but if you're a Knicks fan, how do you like Kevin Durant? How are you doing this? Like, what are we doing here? You want to be a fan of the Knicks, but then you want to root for Kevin Durant. The real Knicks fans that I know ain't rooting for Kevin Durant to do any of that shit, and they taking joy in what happened last night just as much as I am. Okay, and we're like we're united now. You know what I'm saying? I've never felt like this to Knicks fans. You know what I'm saying? Now I get it. Okay, we here. All right,
right.
I'm gonna stop. I'm not. We here.
Right.
Okay. All right. I can't believe like the bias, and it's just like it's unbelievable, man.
It's definitely I guess because you're on the outside looking in, but you understand the end.
Mm-hmm.
You understand it, but it's still blasphemy.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It's like just with the same example you gave in regards for the Knicks fans, quote unquote, who were rooting for Brooklyn or
Mm-hmm.
were rooting for Brooklyn because they're no longer in the playoffs. But like, how did you forget this man said? He's like, why would I go to
Why
the
would I
Knicks?
go to the Knicks?
Y'all forgot that?
Yeah, they forget that. It's so quick how
Y'all
people.
forgot that.
It's so quick how people forget. But you know, it just, I don't know. It's just funny. He shot an air ball. Let's just face it, and I'm gonna say he's never going to be. You know, LeBron. I mean, that's the way that the way that people are viewing or not. I guess let me say not viewing
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Durant today lets me know everything I need to know about LeBron.
Okay.
And that's it.
Hey,
That's all. Keep your bias, man. Keep the same energy. That's it.
keep the same.
Keep the same energy. If it was LeBron,
please.
y'all would be on this. Y'all be going crazy right now. That's it.
Yes.
Just keep the same energy. That's all. Enough about that. Because they're out. The Milwaukee Bucks are moving on.
Yeah.
I don't like them either. To be
Nah.
honest with you.
Nah.
I don't think they deserve to even win. You know, last night I don't think. I mean, they did enough to win against the Nets team with you know, with injuries and stuff, but I don't feel like they earned any of that.
No, and I'll tell you one thing. Buddy, what's his name? Man, what the hell is that coach name?
Oh, but Budenholzer.
Yeah, Budenhauser.
He's
Your
fucking
job
lucky,
is
man.
saved.
He's so lucky.
Your job is saved,
Oh,
bro.
he's so
because
lucky.
I'm telling you, if they would have lost,
He's so lucky.
and if he did not get fired,
He's so lucky, man.
bruh, I'm telling you,
He's trash, man.
Yeah.
He's trash.
he lives to see. Well, he lives to coach another game. How about that? Let's put it that way.
And the sad part about this is that the reality is that they could actually go on to win the championship.
Very sad. Very sad. And I don't know. I was thinking about this last night too. Like, is their path easier, or do they still face? Is there going to be some difficulties? Like, is it possible that we see a game 7 with whoever they face in the next round?
It depends. I mean, the Sixers. I don't know, man. The
yeah.
Sixers. I don't know. Honestly,
like
Joel Embiid is playing on basically one knee.
Right.
As much as he's playing out there, I mean, he has a torn meniscus. That's not, you know what I'm saying? He's not resting to heal that.
Nah.
You know, he's playing on a torn meniscus. So, I mean, God knows how, I mean, you know what I mean? Not, you know, never pray for any type of injury or anything like that, but God knows how long, you know, until that, you know, gives out or whatever.
Facts.
I don't that's why I don't see who would beat them.
No. I don't see anybody who's going to serve as
Now,
a challenge.
If they play the Suns in the, you know, which we'll talk about the Western Conference Finals starting up.
Right. 3:30.
I think it'll give them a run for their money. I don't think it'll be as easy to beat the Suns as it will be to get to the finals after they just beat Brooklyn.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree. Now, what if they don't see the Suns, but they see the Clippers? Because remember, who knows how long CP3 is out?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think Cameron Payne's going to hold that weight.
CP3, I don't think he's going to be out too long though.
Well, today he's not playing, obviously. He's entered protocol. He's taking things one day at a time.
Yeah, I don't see with CP3. I don't think he's. I mean, the most I'm thinking like 2 games that he's gonna miss of this West Conference Finals.
Okay, so if I when I did the 10 days, it extends to the next coming Sunday. So by then they would be in game 4. If that's the protocol,
Right.
that'll
Right.
be game 4.
I don't know. It's you see, and that's why this whole championship is so confusing and flustering because
And tainted.
Very much tainted. That brings me to the bubble effect, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I want to talk about the bubble effect. The bubble effect, NBA last year played. Now people continue to misconstrue the information about the bubble. They played majority of the season already.
Yes.
Okay, until COVID fucked the world up, or until Rudy Gobert fucked the world up.
Basically.
Whichever one whoever you want to blame. Once that happened, the teams that were invited to come back were teams that were already either in the playoffs or right at the cusp of the playoffs.
Right. Right.
So the bubble season happened. Lakers obviously won the championship.
Mm-hmm.
That was like, when did the bubble end?
Was it?
Because the season started in December, right?
Yes. So it ended August. Was it early August?
No, it must have been like it must have been like October. It must have been like October because it was only like 2 months before the season started.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right.
It was only like 2 months.
It had been October.
Because I know
Right.
the Lakers had just won the championship and they were just going back, and I was like,
Right.
Jesus shit! Like, well, I feel like we didn't even like have a chance to even take a breather, you know.
Right.
But the season went back on. We look at what I'm basically getting to is look at the teams that went deep into the playoffs last year. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The Lakers obviously won a championship. The Heat were in the finals.
Mm-hmm.
The Celtics went pretty far. No, they got to Eastern Conference Finals, right?
Last year, yeah, they was the East Conference.
Okay.
Finals. Right.
The Nuggets,
Western Conference Finals.
Who else? So those teams,
Yes,
just those
those
teams
teams.
alone, right? Those are the top. Those are the teams that are finished for the title, that had deep playoff runs.
Right.
Look at where they all finished this season. Okay, Lakers hurt all season, end up in the 7th seed. They gone.
Right.
Nuggets, Jamal Murray hurt. They gone.
Second round.
Round gone.
Swept.
Miami Heat.
Swept.
They were hurt all year. They didn't have Bam. They didn't have Jimmy for the majority of the year. A lot of their players were hurt. Gone. Who else? Celtics. Jaylen Brown. Gone. Kemba hurt the whole year. Majority of the whole year. So
Kemba not even there no more.
Right. Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Brad Stevens, you're that's fun. That was funny.
Yeah, you're different. You're different.
That was funny. But just look at that. Look at that, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, none of those teams won a second round playoff game. All the teams that had a deep playoff run.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So I just now look at what we have now. We basically have teams that are, new teams in the finals. I think the only team that has won an NBA championship prior is Philly and Milwaukee. No,
I don't think Milwaukee has a championship. I'm not sure if they won.
They didn't win one
with Oscar Robertson.
I don't know. I'm gonna look at that up. But basically, we got new teams. You know what I'm saying? We don't have no team. And look at what's happening, man. Look at what's happening. Everybody's dropping like flies, bro.
Facts.
Everybody's dropping like flies. Don't expect Kawhi Leonard to come back. I mean, they say an ACL stuff. That ain't happening. He ain't coming back.
Yeah, he's done. He's done. He's in San Diego.
For
the rest of the year.
I mean, like I said, Joel Embiid playing on one knee. The Nets, I mean, as much as I hate them, hurt. Basically the injuries derailed their entire season. So no matter how you look at this NBA season is going to be tainted. You know what I'm saying? Even if Kevin Durant and the Nets went on to win this championship, the championship would have still been tainted, regardless.
Yeah.
So regardless of who wins this, this championship will be kind of tainted. But you still can't take that away from somebody. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we can sit here and complain about the bubble being what it was, not playing in front of fans, and we can sit here and complain about the injuries and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, the champion is a champion, right?
Yeah, and we still got basketball.
Because
what would we do if we didn't have basketball?
Exactly.
We were sick.
Exactly.
Very, very sick.
Super sick.
So let's not act like we wasn't appreciative of the bubble. Like let's not just kick that whole idea and be like, oh, that was the worst idea ever. Because when they said, hey, basketball is coming back and they're doing some shit at Disney World, and it was like, what?
Everybody was
right.
Everybody was
like, wait. So what are they gonna hold a game in Animal Kingdom? Like what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we was very happy.
Everybody was
happy.
You
know what I'm saying? Even the players were very happy too. So they can contradict all they want, but at the end of the day,
and it's all money too, man. Like
facts.
Facts. It was. I mean, obviously, it was all money. It was gonna be all money. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that. It was just so weird. I was just thinking about that. The bubble really has a effect on like this season, probably the next season.
No, definitely. Look. You just said Kawhi.
You know what I'm saying?
About ACL.
Yeah. So it's
like,
just.
It's not like, oh, the new season will start in, let's just say December.
Yeah.
Kawhi ain't gonna be there.
I know.
Kawhi might not be there even for the whole next season. Like All-Star break, don't expect after the All-Star break Kawhi to come back. No, it don't work like that.
Yeah, AC. I mean, it depends. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. You never know with Kawhi, man. They don't really tell you what exactly is going on with him.
That's a fact.
But I wouldn't expect him back anytime soon. Right now, do you think the Clippers can pull this off without him?
I mean, I tilt my hat to the rookie.
Can playoff P?
Yeah,
because you got to call him. You got to call him. He earned. I mean, at least for now, he's got the.
For now,
playoff P until he has a bad performance. Then he of course goes back to pandemic P. But do you think they could? You think he could pull it off without Kawhi?
I want to say no. I really do, and the reason why I say no is because if you look at this last game, what's that rookie's name?
Terrence Mann.
Terrence Mann. What do he have?
He had 39.
39.
Mm-hmm.
I believe Paul George had like 36 or 37.
Mm-hmm.
So is Terrence Mann going to give you that 20 plus?
Oh man, hell no.
No, you know what I'm saying? So he made up for Kawhi that night. Is he going to do that again? Is Nicholas Batum going to give you 10? Is Patrick Beverly going to get to the foul line and give you 5 for 8 free throws? You know what I'm saying? Like it's so many different contributing factors. I just don't think, besides Marcus Morris, the goon. You know what I'm saying? Because that is a scary dude. You know what I'm saying? Never test his gangster.
Goonie.
Besides Marcus Morris and who else is giving you quality points? Like
Reggie Jackson. I mean, Reggie Jackson's kind of been playing.
Yeah, Reggie Jackson, Bobby. I forget about Bobby Schmurda.
Schmurda. Yeah, Schmurda's been playing all right lately.
But I just don't see it being enough. Against a Suns team, like without a CP3, okay, but them boys is hooping.
Yeah,
like Book is hooping, Bridges is hooping, Cameron Payne is hooping.
They used to call him Dancing Man.
Right, he was just known for doing dances with Russell Westbrook before games. Like, yeah.
If there's anybody I will say this, right? As much as I don't have a vested interest in the finals or the playoffs anymore, I will say this. If there's one person that I do want to see get a championship, it would be Chris Paul.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I would definitely want to see
that's a fact.
Chris Paul and Phoenix somehow, get to the finals and somehow win.
Right.
But I don't think the Clippers are going to be able to pull this off without
I don't either.
Without Kawhi. I just don't. I mean, I could be wrong. And we're all doubting playoff P. And at one time he was, top 15 player in the NBA.
I would
with
even give him
Indiana,
top 10.
top 10 maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, nothing's impossible.
Right.
But is it likely?
That's a fact.
What else? Oh, well, from the Clippers, let's talk about the Utah Jazz and how the Utah Jazz are just always going to be the Utah Jazz.
Yeah.
No matter what generation you live in, no matter when you grew up in, the Utah Jazz have never won anything.
Nothing.
Y'all
just gonna know Utah Jazz for the same names forever.
And I like Donovan Mitchell, man. I do. I like his game. He
reminds me of young Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, he's good, man. I don't know what happened to them. The only thing that makes sense, right? We could talk about all the numbers and all this, and what they did and who was hurt and whatnot. But at the end of the day, the only thing that makes sense, that doesn't make any sense, is the Jazz are the Jazz. That's the only way I could explain how they lost, right? After being that's the only way I can explain it.
25-point lead.
And y'all know what I'm talking about there. The Jazz are the Jazz. You don't know, you don't get it.
No.
Because I don't get it. I don't understand it, but it makes sense, right? The Jazz are the Jazz.
We didn't get it all season. Come on. Who expected them to be number one? Like, what? What are we talking about?
The Jazz are always going to be the Jazz, man. They did not win. Rudy Gobert said there was a couple things that I guess upset him. I don't know what that means.
He's a bitch.
Whatever.
Fucking Rudy Gobert, man.
What do you see the Jazz doing? Do you see them making any significant moves next year? I mean,
no.
Nah, right?
Nobody wants to go to Utah.
Nobody wants to go to Utah.
Just like nobody wants to go to Milwaukee. It's like,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, that was the whole thing when Giannis signed that extension. It's just like, wait a second. The talks was about you going to Miami and you and Bam linking up.
Yeah, but now he's basically he can win a championship now.
True.
At this point,
true. You know what I'm saying?
It looks,
But the Jazz is never going to have that be in that conversation.
That's just crazy, man. As long as I live, the Jazz have just never been.
Never.
They've been right on the cusp.
Yeah.
And then Michael Jordan shut it down.
Yeah.
Countless times, and then and then since then they've been just the Jazz.
Ain't nobody talking about Deron Williams, AK, Carlos Boozer, and Paul Millsap. Nobody's talking about and Mehmet Okur. Nobody's talking about that. Yeah,
remember that they thought they
thought they was something.
They was nice. They had a squad.
Them baby blue unis. No, nobody talking about them. You know what I'm saying?
That's the dude, Deron Williams, man.
Oh,
that's
my God.
What happened to him?
I don't know, but the upside, he could have had crazy upside.
I like Deron Williams.
He was nice.
He was nice.
He just put too many of his years in Utah, and the Jazz is always going to be the Jazz. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just
that is true.
You didn't play your hand correctly, bro.
That's true.
You didn't.
But yeah, the Jazz eliminated without Kawhi. That's the crazy part. That's the part that crazy. That's the part that drives me crazy about the fucking Jazz, man. Like, I don't get it. So yeah, new champion is gonna be crowned this year. Are we gonna let's go now? We'll pick. Who do we think is coming out of the West? Who you think is coming out of the East? And who is the eventual NBA champion of 2021?
I think Phoenix is coming out of the West. I think Milwaukee will come out the East. And I believe I believe that. I think the Bucks might win
I
it.
think they might win it.
Yeah, man.
I know. I know.
Yeah,
I know.
I want to disagree though, but I think the Bucks will win it.
I know. I'm gonna say the same. I think the West. I think Phoenix is gonna come out of the West. I think the Bucks are gonna come out of the East. I got Phoenix winning it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Phoenix winning it.
In how many games?
In 7 games.
7?
Yeah, 7 games. I see.
That's
I see
spicy.
Phoenix. I see Phoenix winning. Phoenix winning it in 7 games.
Okay.
Against Milwaukee. It's gonna be the lowest rated finals in NBA history because LeBron's not in it.
Oh yeah.
So, we all know that. But yeah, that's who I think is coming out of final. The West and the East, and the finals pick. So I was thinking about this, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know how NBA, you know how NBA. All right, so let's talk about the poll. I wanted to bring up the poll with the Mayweather poll numbers and the effect that that's kind of having on boxing. I know we said it was going to be an NBA centric show, but I do want to talk about this because this is going to lead into what I'm trying to talk about after. So do you have you have what they made? Pay-per-view.
Yeah.
What did that pay-per-view make?
Okay.
Floyd, for those that are living under a rock, Floyd Mayweather and Logan Paul fought in an 8-round exhibition. Basically, they robbed us of your money if you paid for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead and let's go over the numbers.
Okay, so the actual numbers, not the shit that them niggas was talking, like Floyd saying he making 100 million. Nah. The actual,
that's the pay-per-view buys.
Yeah, the pay-per-view buys 1 million buys, and the fight generated about 50 million in total pay-per-view revenue. So Floyd, he had a 50% cut off of the pay-per-view revenue, so that would be 25 million, and he was guaranteed 10 million, so that's 35, but not 100 million. Logan Paul had a 10% cut, so that's 5 million off of the pay-per-view revenue, and he had a guaranteed of like 250,000. So, but anyway, his total earnings was it was 250,000. So his whole earnings was 5.25 million.
This nigga just made more money than he ever made his entire life. Doing one thing. Whatever, man. So right, so clearly we're seeing what kind of effect that's kind of having on boxing, right? With these like celebrity boxing things now happening and all this other nonsense and stuff. What do you think about what do you think about the state of boxing in terms of, I mean, there's not many big fights anymore. Do you think because we're tuning in, I know I'm watching Floyd Mayweather, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Logan Paul, whatever. Mayweather. And then you're gonna watch, because you watch these pay-per-view events like the Triller stuff, right? And all that stuff, and all that shit like that. And you watch these events and you see these undercard boxers on there. And these are guys that are up and coming and getting a chance to actually, to box and stuff like that. So, and I know they're getting a better payday than they would, doing anything else, on the amateur stage. So my thing is so what do you think? I personally, I see more of this coming along the way.
I do too.
I don't see this as like a one-time, thing. I think Floyd just showed, how to do it. But what do you think? What do you think the state of? Do you think this hurts boxing, or do you think it helps it bring attention to the sport and helps up and comers?
I think it helps up and comers. I believe it hurts. It hurts these present day boxers and promoters. Like it's lighting fuel underneath them, because if you look at it, it's just like you said, there's some names in boxing, but we're just not getting the fights. And it's like, why aren't we getting the fights? We don't know why, because we're not giving any reason. We're not giving no reason. Like, okay, everybody was excited for Joshua and what's his name?
Fury.
Yeah, in Fury.
Mhm.
Now that's not happening because of the previous talks with Fury and Wilder.
Yeah.
So now we're going to get that, and it's kind of like, I mean, I would like to see it.
Yeah.
You know, I would like to see it because I guess this would be, well, then again, it wouldn't be it wouldn't put like a stamp on it, like who's the actual victor, because the first fight was what it was no declared winner. Wasn't
Did
it a
they
draw?
draw? I think so. I don't know. I'd have to look back at that.
But yeah, and
but I
he's,
get what you. But I get
you know
what
what I'm
you.
saying?
Yeah. But
So,
I get what you mean.
we're not basically, these new promoters, they're not giving us what we want
Right.
in a timely fashion. Like how we was on the last show, how we was talking about UFC, how there's a lot of great fights. Like back then, we was getting like here and there, but now Dana White is like, yo, you want to have a full arena? Okay, we in Jacksonville with it.
Right. Yeah.
And we'll be in Jacksonville with it all year if you want to have a full arena. Like he's about that time, that energy. You know what I'm saying? And he's giving us the fights. Like,
Right. If there's one thing I hate Dana White. I don't like him. But if there's one thing I could say is,
he keeps us entertained.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
He's already given us Poirier and
McGregor.
McGregor.
Yeah.
Like next month. Like that's like 2
That's
weeks
like
from now.
Yeah. That's a pretty.
You know what I'm saying?
Pretty. Pretty. Close.
Boxing's not like that. Well, these current the Golden Boy or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Floyd Mayweather, obviously he has his own pay-per-view shit. Went to Showtime. This is what it is. Logan Paul, Jake Paul, Mike Tyson, like these niggas they talking about it. They building it up themselves on their platforms.
Right, and they don't, yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? And then there's like, all right, well, here, they're getting into the discussions. Got Mayweather in it. He sees money. So it's
and now now I feel like as much as we want to, as much as I'm an older guy, you gotta appeal to the younger crowd too.
Absolutely.
So, when you have the concerts kind of atmosphere, when you're bringing on like the Migos and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Like young people is just watching just to see that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, so that even leads to like a pay-per-view buy and stuff like that. So I mean, but I say that to say this, right? Like I was thinking, right? A lot of NBA players, like they bust, they a lot of guys think they tough and fat stuff like that. So what happens? Like somebody should put together an NBA boxing, like celebrity NBA boxing match, man. Let's get that pop. Don't steal my shit, man. Don't steal my shit. All right. I want it. I'll give me PC. Don't steal my shit.
Yeah.
NBA boxing.
Just know where you heard it first.
Everybody want to, you know what I'm saying? Kevin Durant and PJ Tucker, they was getting each other's face. I mean, I know they boys, but put the gloves on. You know what I'm saying? Get you know what I'm saying? Square up.
Right.
If it's really about the smoke.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Who
Kwame Brown,
who's
Steven
fighting?
Jackson.
Word. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Put the gloves on.
Yeah.
I would watch that. I would order that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Put the gloves on, man.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? Put Shaq and Barkley in there. Let them old niggas fight it out. I'll watch that.
And let Gilbert commentate.
And go.
Let Gilbert commentate.
Nah, see, y'all put Nate Robinson in there to get beat up by Jake Paul. Nah, some NBA fights. When Nate Robb against who
can Nate Robb fight?
Who can Nate Robb fight? If I wanted to see, I'm all right. So let me fantasy book now, right? I'm fantasy booking NBA boxing. Don't steal my shit.
Mm-hmm.
I would want to see, right? I want to see Kawhi Leonard because got
the
claws,
yeah,
against Rajon Rondo. Cause he got the claws too, man. I want to see that. That'd be a good fight.
Yeah,
that'd be a good boxing match.
It's like the Terminator against like Kawhi. Yeah. Yo, I'm trying to think.
Or we could do who else? Who else got like animosity towards each other in the NBA? And that's gonna bring me to my next point right after this too.
Yo, I know Russell Westbrook, but like,
he got to box everybody.
Everybody.
Russell Westbrook versus Kevin Durant. Let's squash that. We got to put that square up in the ring.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Square up in the ring, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Square up.
Right. Right.
I want to see that. Put that
Westbrook
on,
against
put that on
Beverly.
pay-per-view. Oh, even better. Even better.
Yeah.
Man, the trash talk, the fucking the weigh-ins leading up to that would be insane. Pat Beverly versus Russell Westbrook.
Right.
God damn.
That's Cali versus Chicago right there.
Word. Put the gloves on. Yeah. So that so that brings me to my next point, right? Animosity in the NBA. A couple weeks ago, Big Baby Davis has some choice words for Kyrie Irving after he got hurt. Now me, I ain't making fun of nobody that gets hurt. That's just bad karma.
That's not it. Yeah. That's not
But
it.
according to Big Baby Davis, Kyrie Irving's injury was also karma because it's the same foot that he allegedly stomped the logo with.
Right.
Now,
what's the logo's name?
Lucky? I don't know. It's a fucking logo, man.
Yeah.
Okay? It's a fucking logo. All right. The Big Baby Davis felt some type of way, and he has some choice words to say. And I'm gonna find that clip, and I'm gonna play the clip right now. Hold on. There we go. All right. All right, so this is the
Lucky got his ass.
This is the this is the clip. Big Baby Davis.
Everybody mad at me because Kyrie Irving stepped on Lucky and Lucky got his get back. Don't get mad at me because Lucky got his get back. I didn't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Karma is a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You do right by people. People do right by you. And I don't care. I don't care if it's a logo. I don't even care if it's a logo. It means something to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for example, like countries that have flags. Like, you go and step on a logo flag. What is that? That's disrespect. I played for the Celtics. I'm a Celtic forever. So it don't matter. It don't matter. Stop getting mad.
Turn right.
Because your man got weak ankles. His ankles is weak. His ankles is up, and Lucky got his ass.
I didn't mean to laugh at that.
And I'm slobbing on you.
Hey, yo. What? What? Oh no, Big Baby Davis. What are you talking about?
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
That's not okay.
Wow. All right. I don't know about that last thing you said, but
Yeah.
yeah. What do you think about the pettiness of Big Baby Davis making fun of Kyrie Irving?
It's uncalled for. I ain't going front. It's funny as hell.
It is
I ain't going front.
funny.
It's funny, but it's uncalled for, and you know, he made a good point as far as correlation, the country and the flag and whatever, but it's just
that's a reach.
Yeah, it's uncalled for. So funny though.
It's funny. It's funny. Big Baby Davis. I question if he was on that championship team. I guess he was, but
yeah.
So I guess I could see. I guess why he would feel some type of way. But whatever, man. Listen, Big Baby Davis, you know, is one of the laughing stocks of the NBA. I guess you could say.
Oh yeah.
He's responsible for one of the funniest moments that I've ever seen. I think. Playoff game. Not playoff game. He spazzed on the rim for a dunk. Which brings me to my next video.
Shit.
Got a little treat for everybody. So that got me thinking, right? When I thought about that, when I think about Big Baby Davis, right?
Yeah.
I don't think about anything other than that dunk, right? The failed dunk.
Right.
So that got me thinking, like, wow, what were the worst dunks, worst bum ass dunks in NBA history? And I made a list.
Okay.
And so without further ado, this is the top 5 bum ass dunks in NBA history, according to Rocko. Yeah, don't ask me whose house that is. I don't know whose house that is. The top 5 NBA bum ass dunks according to Rocko. Number 5. Joel Embiid.
Oh, and he missed the slam, and he fell hard to the wood.
Number 4. Good old Lance Stevenson.
Stevenson. Oh, a wedgie.
You can see
what?
A wedgie.
lost the basketball. He throws that one
Lance Stevenson.
right into the rim. And he's a
Just
little
blowing
upset. That was
blowing
an easy-
LeBron's ear. Hey, yo. Number 3. Avery Bradley. Yeah.
And he misses the slam dunk, and it's blocked from behind by Beverly. Beverly tried to tie him up. What a play by Patrick Beverly.
Always taught to
Yeah.
finish
Avery
the
Bradley.
play out.
Get some
Oh
house,
my
man.
goodness. The leprechaun from Boston was sitting on the rim.
Oh, hey. There you go. Number 2. Michael Jordan. NBA All-Star Game.
Was the easiest of the two.
Oh,
This is really fun for him.
no.
Even the embarrassing moments.
Yep. Yeah.
I was privileged to be in the
Mike
locker
too.
room with Michael before the game, and I asked him if it was
Wizards Mike.
Von
Number
Miller
one.
away
And
from
number 1, of course,
Davis.
Big Baby
Off the
Davis.
turnover, Big Baby. And then he clobbers Bosch after missing the layup. Well, that's got to hurt.
What, his pride for missing that? Who just hit his face over there?
Are you kidding me? Welcome to the blooper reel, you big bang.
Oh, man.
Oh man, Big Baby from LSU.
It's a little treat. It's a little, everybody laughing. So that was the top 5 bum ass dunks according to Rocko Mennington. What else do I got today?
Got coaching vacancies.
NBA
Yeah.
firings.
Yeah, there's quite a few.
What's open? So normally in the past, right? As far as coaching vacancies, I've noticed, normally in the past there's a lot of bottom feeding teams that have coaching vacancies. But if you look at the landscape now, a lot of the coaching vacancies are high profile jobs that usually don't become available.
Yes,
very often.
I see what you're saying. Absolutely.
The Mavs in particular is the one I'm thinking about.
Yeah,
right now.
Can't forget about the Celtics too.
Celtics job. That's a hell of an opening. Pause with the there with those 2 superstars.
I would even consider
stars.
The Wizards, since they made the
Wizards
playoffs.
job is pretty.
You know what I'm saying? Like
it's yeah, that's a
because you see the
too.
duo. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I think they have next season together,
Mhm.
and they're fairly healthy. Like Bill's back. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know in regards to space what they can do as far as free agency or whatever, but best believe they'll do whatever they need to do in order to make something happen.
Portland job is open.
Oh yeah, Portland, yes,
with Dame. So
that's going to be a big factor in keeping Dame.
Yeah. So a lot of high profile jobs are available in the NBA. Let's hope we get some black coaches in these jobs. The Pelicans job too. Man, I forgot about that. And Zion not being happy. Allegedly his family not being happy in New Orleans.
Uncle, cousin, auntie, whoever speaking. Right.
So I know they're gonna try and do everything to keep him.
Yeah.
That's another job too. Wow, that's man. There's a lot of jobs, a lot of high profile coaching vacancies available. Which one do you think is the job?
The job.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to go with like I did want to say Dallas because of Luka.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing is you already know what you got with Luka. And they also brought Dirk in to step in as far as like to select the general manager and the coach as well. So okay, cool. But Luke, we already know Luka's Luka. It's the rest of the team.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure if a coach can just come in and just take that team and just say, oh yeah, let's fix it. Nah, y'all need other
Not the parts. Yeah.
Yeah, y'all need other parts.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to say Dallas. I'm going to say I'm definitely going to say Boston. It's between Boston and New Orleans for me. And just for the simple fact that New Orleans has a lot of young pieces, a young team, and they did show some promise. Like they were flirting with the 8th seed. They were building their way back and stuff. And Zion is the future of the NBA. So you already hear what auntie, uncle, grandfather, or whatever who's saying he's not happy. That's not going to be a good look for this New Orleans team. And we already know the history. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a history with New Orleans and
not being able to keep the stars happy.
Keep the stars happy. You know what I'm saying? And everybody thought bringing Stan, a hard-nosed coach, would help Zion flourish. You know what I mean? Obviously, it wasn't that.
No, not at all.
So
that was quick, man.
Very quick.
Stan Van Gundy was in, and as quick as he was hired, he was fired.
Yep.
I also think for me, I'm gonna say, man, those were some good jobs, man. I think anybody, but I would say New Orleans job, I think, is the number one job.
Okay.
Simply because I think what you're saying is correct about Luka. Not that I wouldn't want to coach Luka. I mean, any of those jobs. I would put it in this way: it'd be New Orleans, Mavs, and then the Celtics.
Okay.
But so either one of those jobs, 1A, 1B, whatever. But yeah. I would say the New Orleans job is the job because, like you said, you already kind of know what you have with Luka. Zion is the future of the NBA. He's not even built into what he's going to become yet.
Facts.
Big
facts.
So, and he's putting up, he's averaging double doubles. You know what I mean? And he doesn't know shit about the NBA yet. Nothing.
Nope.
So I feel like with the right coach, in place there,
you could definitely
So that's the only reason I would say that would be the the job. But like I said, all those jobs are, man, those are bona fide star jobs that that anybody would want to have.
Facts.
Anybody.
And just to go down the list, well, the Timberwolves, they fired Ryan Saunders.
They always fire them.
Now they got Chris Finch in there. I mean, if the Hawks don't bring Nate McMillan back,
that's stupid.
I am going to
They'll
be
bring that's stupid.
Mad. I will be so mad.
Stupid.
But Nate McMillan's in the picture now as an interim coach. He might as well become the head.
Might as well be the head coach.
Yeah, come on. Stop playing.
You know
what I'm saying? You got also Portland. You got the Magic, who are rebuilding.
Yeah, but they ain't full rebuild though.
They're in full rebuild. Stars. But I mean,
they have no stars.
They got a lot of money though.
They got a lot of money.
You know what I'm saying? They got a lot of money.
But what good is the money if nobody wants to play for you?
That's true.
Can they? You know what I mean? You got to.
If they bring the right coach.
Yeah, that's true too.
You bring the right coach.
Bring the right coach. Yeah.
They say, hey, I want to play for that coach. They got the money too. I mean, granted, it's in Disney World, but you can make it happen. Florida loose. Pacers job is open too.
I forgot about the Pacers job. That's a pretty decent job too with Sabonis.
Yeah, they got the Pacers job, and they got pieces there. Sabonis, LeVert, Malcolm
Brogdon.
Brogdon.
Yeah.
And then even Miles Turner, like he's a serviceable center. You know what I'm saying?
I think he was hurt a lot though.
He was. He didn't play in the last the games in the leading into the play-in and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like he didn't play in that. So you know what I'm saying. But they got
Yeah, damn, I forgot about that. There's a lot of openings, firings, and stuff, man.
Yeah.
And that's not even the off season yet, which is like the craziest part.
No,
it's not even the off season yet. Which is why I'm not worried about stuff to talk about because we're always gonna have stuff to talk about.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, a lot of NBA firings, a lot of NBA hirings expected to take place over the next couple weeks. And then we'll see what happens, man. These hirings and firings, they set your team either back years or forward years. So it's important, as as important as it can be, especially with all the new young stars in the NBA.
Right. Boston, beware.
Yeah,
because y'all put down the wrong card, bruh.
Yeah.
Y'all, it's no telling if y'all gonna go forward, if y'all gonna if y'all gonna go upward or y'all gonna decline. Because I'm telling you, don't get it twisted, man. Like, you already see Auntie Grandma talking about Zion unhappy. It's most likely that's true.
I
And
know.
he's going in on his third year. Jason might say, hey, and what you gonna do then?
I know.
What you gonna do then?
I know. Yeah, well,
what you gonna do?
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I do. As much as I don't like throwing fuel into the New York Knicks fire, I do feel like if there's anybody that I think would end up in New York, I feel like it would probably be him.
Zion?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah. I feel like he got a dose of playing in the Garden, and I feel like I do honestly feel that. I don't know if he will. I don't know if he won't. Don't get, what I mean? I don't care if he does or care if he doesn't either. But I do feel like he's one of the ones that would, and especially now that the Knicks are, actually a serviceable,
right?
Team now, and and have different, management and stuff. But hey, we'll see. Never know.
Even before that, like, what I'm saying, like, he thought he was going to New York. Like, I thought the Knicks were going to get the number 1 pick. It was beyond me how they got number 3, and I feel like everybody else. But he even thought it. So it's definitely. I definitely can see him having some type of conversation, or the Pelicans and the Knicks. But then again, they may not have it, because of their history.
Yeah, but I mean, if anything, he would have to, get his way out of that situation. It'd have to. I mean, listen, there's already rumblings about that stuff, him not being happy. So who knows, man?
Don't better throw him the bag.
We'll see.
Throw him the bag.
We'll see. What else did I want to get into today? I think we covered everything I wanted to cover today. What time is the games today?
We got the 3:30 game. That's Suns and Clips, and then it's 8 o'clock game is ATL and Philly.
Okay.
ATL, shawty. Yeah. That's TNT, ABC Phoenix game, TNT Sixers game.
Bet. I was gonna do a review of Loki episode 2, but I think we'll save that. We'll save that because I want to review. We'll review 2 and 3.
Okay.
For next show.
Cool.
So we'll do 2. Cool. We'll review 2 and 3.
So y'all niggas got lucky again. But for those who still didn't tune in, because I know y'all didn't tune in, it come on Wednesday.
Come on Wednesday. All right. It's two episodes in. The only reason I'm doing that is because I need to see how this third one plays out.
That's a fact.
But from what just happened in that episode, I kind of need to see how this one plays out in order to to get my theories and stuff like that. So we'll do a 2-episode review.
So what he's saying is episode 2 left off with a cliffhanger.
That's basically what I'm saying.
That's it.
What I'm saying.
No spoilers.
But I do have I don't know if suggestions what to watch. Basically,
okay.
I'll figure out. I'll get some imaging and stuff, some music and whatever. We'll do a little segment called "What to Watch." Just stuff that we're watching and that we suggest to to the listeners and viewers. Right now, I'm watching Black Summer on Netflix.
Okay.
Dope zombie Netflix show. very, very good. Not if you like Walking Dead. I mean, it's not Walking Dead.
Yeah, it's not.
It ain't Walking Dead. It's very fast paced. And this gives a different. I mean, there's only so many takes you can have on the zombie, genre, but this does give it like a little different taste, pause of the zombie genre in terms that that the expect the unexpected more often than not in the show. So like they'll introduce a lot of the characters, especially in like the first season, they'll introduce a lot of the characters who you think are the main characters, and they're not the main characters. They kill out, what I'm saying? So there's a lot of that. There's a lot of that goes on. It's the camera work is amazing. So like you'll if you I suggest watching it, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's but it's a good show. It's a great show. The story is like not told in order, but eventually it gets to where it needs to get. And yeah, it's great. It's in season 2 right now. I think it's only 8 episodes long. It's in season 2 right now. I'm watching season 2. I think I'm up to episode 4, but that's something I suggest to you and the viewers to watch. Black Summer on Netflix.
Black Summer. I'm on it.
Yeah. You got anything to watch that you watching?
What am I watching? I'm watching how you pronounce it? Yasuke?
Yasuke?
Yasuke. I just started watching that. That's black anime
on Netflix.
On Netflix.
Shout out.
You know what I'm saying? It was actually my man Ben recommended it to me, and then it came up in one of my daughter's TikToks, and I was just like, "Oh yeah, let's get into that." So I just started watching that. I watched Monster. It's actually it's based off a true story.
Monster, what's that?
It's a movie. It takes place in Harlem. A$AP Rocky's in it.
Oh, okay.
It's about a dude. He's basically like he goes to court for an incident. It was a robbery, and he was going to what's the name of the high school? It's in Bedford Stuyvesant. Whatever. It's a top-notch high school, and he shoots film, and he wants to be a movie, like he wants to be a movie director, and he winds up shooting this dude from the neighborhood, and he actually happens to be somebody who knows the neighborhood. He's employed by the neighborhood, and they kind of like have encounters or whatever, and one of the last encounters leads into a crime, and he has to prove his innocence, and he's never seen his life going that direction, and it's kind of crazy, but it's a good movie.
Where's that on?
It's on Netflix too.
Okay.
And
Monster on Netflix.
Monster on Netflix.
Yeah, we're gonna check that out. Check that out. Well, we're gonna get out here. Out of Bounds season 2, episode 2, Father's Day episode.
Yes.
We're gonna get up out of here. Next week we will be back to talk some more trash. We're gonna see how this NBA playoff shakes out. By that time we should know who's in the finals, right? Maybe not by next week. Next week it'll still be going on.
The
but
Eastern Conference
we'll have a better we'll have a better understanding of what's going on in the playoffs. Will Chris Paul be back? We'll see. But once again, shout out to everyone listening. If you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or Google Podcasts, or wherever, please go ahead and download the Reflex Radio app. In the App Store. Give us a 5-star rating. The Reflex Radio app in the App Store, in your Android App Store, Apple App Store, whatever.
All of that.
If you're listening to us on the Reflex Radio app, then we will be I'll be posting these episodes to iTunes and Apple Music and Apple Podcasts and all that stuff like that.
All platforms
Shortly. But thanks for listening.
Yes.
Happy Father's Day to
again.
all the fathers out there, the good ones.
Yes.
Not the deadbeats.
Kick rocks.
Out of Bounds, Has, Rocko Mannington signing off, and we'll see you guys next week.
Yes, sir.